Hello everyone, welcome back to another week. Today, what the heck? Today I'm doing a video that I've been talking about for a while, and that is my Christmas themed vinyl, folks, and I'm very excited for it. I hope you're excited for it. And after all, this video is coming out on Christmas. So, let's get into the video. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If it is your first time seeing one of my videos and my face, then welcome. My name is Lucy Claire and I am so excited to have you here. Today we are going through all of the Christmas vinyl that's in my collection. Now, recently I did a video with Mike over at Retrospin Vinyl, and we talked about our 5 most favorite Christmas albums of all time. You should go over and check that video out. That's on his channel, which I will link down below in the description. He is an awesome guy. We had an awesome chat, and we got to talk about some really awesome Christmas vinyl records. And if you don't know about his channel, what are you doing? Where have you been? He basically knows 100,000 things more than I do. His knowledge base is so amazing and his interest in music is completely sincere. He's an awesome guy. Go check that out. It came out Wednesday, I believe. But anyway, let's get into my Christmas vinyl. Now, first things first, I want to say that I'm not going to go into any of these albums in detail because I want this video to be a short little guy, but I'm just going to share some records with you that I have from my Christmas collection, and hopefully you'll like some of them, hopefully you'll recognize some of them, maybe you'll even have some of them, or maybe you'll be like, her copies are so beat up. Yikes. Actually, that's probably the most likely. Okay, with all of that said and done, let's get into that Christmas vinyl, folks. Starting it off with Holiday Sing-Along with Mitch Miller and the Gang. My copy is so beat up. And if you watch the video with Mike, he has a much nicer copy of this than I do. I have 1 page left. He has all the sing-along sheets. You know, it works. This was released on Columbia. The second is The Sound of Christmas, and it is a compilation album that features all of our favorite Christmas artists, and that includes Bing Crosby, Nat King Cole, Tennessee Ernie Ford, Peggy Lee, Nancy Wilson. So basically everyone that I've ever talked about on my channel is in this compilation album, released on Capitol Records in their Creative Products collection. Next is the Promenade Strings Christmas Favorites. This is a very cool album. I love how corny the cover is, and the back says Christmas is family together time, and it makes the rest of the year worthwhile. Ain't that true? But it has a bunch of really traditional songs for Christmas. Good King Wenceslas, We Three Kings of Orient Are, Silent Night, God Rest You Merry Gentlemen. This was released on Carolier Records. My next album is Great Songs of Christmas by Great Artists of Our Time, and that is another compilation album of great singers. Just all of the really big classics sung by the people that they should be sung by. I will stick to my guns on that. The next album was a great gift from the man who loves organ, and if you've been following my channel for a while, you know who that is. My grandfather. He gave me this Organ and Chimes Christmas Favorites. All of the organ on this is played by Anthony Botticelli, so already good. And it's on Carolier Records. This is another one that I showed on Mike's video earlier. It is Santa Claus is Coming to Town by the Caroliers, and it is a very cute album. Both sides have this cute little graphic of Santa on them. It's got some really good ones that you probably haven't heard, including The Weatherman's Christmas Prayer. This was released on Diplomat Records. The next one is 18 Christmas Songs, Christmas series, and this is Vocals and Orchestra by popular radio and television artists. A different group of people singing our favorite Christmas songs. This is released on Broadway Records, and it looks like that is out of Los Angeles. And then the last 4 are my prized possessions when it comes to Christmas. Whether I'm streaming them or playing them on vinyl, I listen to them about 300 times during the Christmas season. So I will start us off with this album, Christmas with Colonel Sanders. I love myself a promotional record. I love myself a good capitalistic embodiment of Christmas. And who would be better for that than Colonel Sanders? Look at that smile. It's actually also a compilation album, but it's sponsored by RCA's Special Collector's Edition. It's a gatefold that has a message from Colonel Sanders in it, which I think is really fun. So check that out. Next is Merry Christmas by Andy Williams, a classic album. Many of you have heard the songs on here, and actually some of my favorite Christmas songs of all time are on this album that do not get played on the radio that often. These are all just really, really beautiful songs, and Andy Williams performs them wonderfully. And on the back you get a little Merry Christmas, Andy Williams. So this is a really excellent album. If you don't have it, you should check it out. It is second to last, but definitely not second to least, is The Christmas Song by Nat King Cole. I cannot tell you how much I cherish this album. And if you go check out Mike's video, I talk about this album a lot. But basically, it all boils down to I'm obsessed with Nat King Cole's his voice and the Christmas song, and just I cherish this album. Okay, the last but definitely not least on my list is one that is a little bit different from the others, and that being that it's a little bit older than the others and a little bit more delicate than the others. And I know I'm building up the suspense and you can barely wait to see what it is. This. And it's so heavy I can barely hold it up. But it is Merry Christmas, Bing Crosby. This is with the Andrews Sisters. It is a collection, so it's a book which opens. Can't play them on my record player. Yeah, you hear that? That's the sound of shellac, folks. This is just like a cherished possession of mine. The fact that I have this book and it is complete, it's amazing. It was released on Decca, so very predictable for Bing, but I would definitely recommend getting your hands on this as a collector's item, if nothing else. Okay guys, well that wraps up my video. That wraps up my Christmas collection. I know that my Christmas collection is a lot smaller than some people in the VC. What am I gonna do? I blame Spotify. Sorry, there's a child screaming outside my window. Also, I have a Christmas playlist on Spotify that is 300 songs, no repeats, so go check that out. I will leave a link in the description box below. And happy holidays, whatever you are celebrating, whoever you are celebrating with, and however you are celebrating. Happy New Year to those that are watching after Christmas. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button below and the notification bell so that you don't miss any of my future videos. With that being said, me and Bing, we'll see you next week.